Hello and welcome to this week's Trader Joe's Taste Test, where we are trying a few new items that came this week. I think the most exciting product for Tim, and maybe for me, because I'm really excited to try it, is the new sparkling guava. So Trader Joe's has a long line of different fruit juice beverages, and their newest one is guava. So we're gonna be trying that very soon. We're also trying some new chickpea pasta, a new French vinaigrette, and some chicken enchiladas. So get your lists ready. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Now let's get right into this week's Trader Joe's Taste Test.
All right. Ooh, baby, just hold tight. We're up at the moonlight. Believe in the magic.
We're trying the chickpea pasta first because I feel like it's gonna lose heat the fastest. I have tried chickpea pasta before. Actually, we both have. The Bonza brand from Costco. Sprouts sells it too, and it's actually pretty good. So I just cooked up this pasta, and I used my favorite Italian seasoning with a little butter and Parmesan, and I'm just gonna try it to see how it tastes. Oh, Tim, you're gonna love that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Is it delicious?
Mm-hmm. The flavor is really good.
Oh yeah. That is.
So the pasta is cooked to perfection, in my opinion. I feel like it's like that perfect al dente where you're still getting like a good bite to it, but there's no like crunchy parts. I felt like I cooked it for longer than I do normal pasta, so keep that in mind. Just like keep an eye on it. But I will say it is very, very close to just, we eat pasta once a week. We do Pasta Monday in our house, and it's nice to be able to do an alternative to regular like wheat pasta with the chickpea pasta because it's gluten-free, and it's, I don't know, I think it's easier to digest too using chickpeas instead of like wheat. So that might be a new pasta in our rotation because I feel like it tasted delicious.
Yeah, this entire product that we're eating right here is really good. Now, I do taste a different flavor than a traditional pasta has. Mm-hmm. And if I'm being honest, I actually enjoy that because I feel like having pasta so much, I feel like it doesn't have as much flavor.
Yeah.
And this does have flavor. And I enjoy chickpeas, which garbanzo beans, which is hummus, these are all foods that we eat all the time. So putting it in the form of a pasta is actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it really does not take away from having like a traditional pasta. Tim's right, it does have a little bit of a different flavor, but I personally enjoy that as well. I feel like it's just, like you said, it's different. It's not like the same old bite of pasta that you take, so it gives it an interesting new flavor, and I just think it's really decent. And as far as it like compared to Bonza, I feel like it's actually pretty like similar. I feel like they're...
Do you think it might be Bonza?
It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say for sure because I haven't had Bonza in a while, so I would want to try like side by side. But it's almost, to me, it tastes almost exact.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, now's the time.
Is it the time?
It is.
Is it really the time?
It really is.
All right, this has been sitting on the island since we went to Trader Joe's, and I've had to just look at the box. So, you have my word, I have not tried this yet, though I really wanted to.
You really wanted to.
Are the ingredients as clean as all the rest?
So, guava juice, water, carbon dioxide, citric acid, ascorbic acid to maintain color. So
that's fine.
Yeah,
it's the same basically.
It's juice with a couple preservatives like to keep it from turning. So first of all, I just want you all to look at the cutest can ever. This is my favorite can that they've come out with. This is so cute. It's like a bubblegum pink. Just like so fun for summer. Yeah. I love the can. I'm gonna pour it over ice just so you guys can see the color. It has like a hint of pink in it. Oh, it's cute.
It's pink.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but it definitely has like a baby pink hue to it. And does it smell like guava? Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. All right, we can try it?
Tim wanted to drink out of the can. Just FYI, we already talked about the glass in case somebody's like, you're mean. You didn't get your husband a nice glass like he can't get it himself.
You're being mean right now and preventing me from drinking this. Ooh. It's good.
It's really good. It's really, really good. Oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to stop drinking.
Honestly, this is really good. I think my ranking, or this is in the top 3 for sure.
That's really good.
So definitely top 3. My number 1 is watermelon.
Yeah.
That one tastes like a watermelon, like Airhead candy. Strawberry is number 2. Now guava, I don't know how much this might throw off the rankings here.
Honestly, your rankings are just they're horizontal. They're
I
not
love them all.
vertical. Like, it's just like, put him in a line and he'll drink all 3 all at once. Like, if he could.
Oh,
Ooh,
this
maybe we
is
should do
good.
that. Maybe we should pour all 3 into one.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So I think these are so good. If you haven't tried these beverages, sparkling beverages from Trader Joe's, I mean, I show them every single week in the haul, and the watermelon just came out for summer. Now we got the guava. This probably won't be out for too long. So
Dude, stock up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, grab it while you got it. And also, because it's using real fruit juice, I will say in the past, there's some cans that just don't hit the mark. Like, so if you try one and you're like, what is this that has like no flavor? Because you've had a couple watermelon
no,
cans.
and if it's out of season.
Yes, and they start to just not, and that's probably why watermelon's seasonal. But just be aware of that because it is actual fruit. Sometimes you're not going to get the most flavorful. This guava, though, they picked it in primo ripeness because this is just so good.
I'll say, if you get one of these sparkling drinks in either watermelon, strawberry, or the guava, and it doesn't taste like candy, you got a bad one.
Yeah.
Because they're all really good. And don't give up on them.
Tim, you
All right.
are on deck right now.
I'm on deck. Here we go. I'm up to
And
bat.
I'm going to be eating while you're on deck.
No worries. So I'm going to be trying now the new Salsa Verde chicken enchiladas. These were pretty easy. You just microwaved them and
They're pretty.
voila. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Lots of color. And I'm going to dig in and see how these are.
I like that they did salsa verde. I'm more of a fan of a salsa verde enchilada than the traditional red sauce.
I am too, as well. I'm surprised by that from you because you love tomatoes so much. But
I don't know. Salsa verde is
here we
just
go.
better.
Let's try it. That's good.
Is it?
It's good. Yes, it is. Now,
It looks like it's loaded with chicken too.
yeah, it feels pretty loaded with chicken for sure.
Well, that's good.
I think there's like a lime. Is there lime in there at all? Or maybe it's like the tomatillo. Maybe that's what it is. But that flavor is pretty prominent. And yeah, I think this is a good option. Again, I microwaved this. There's also the option to cook it in the oven, but I think it takes like 40 minutes. So if you've got the time, try it out in the oven too, because I think it would probably be just that much better. But from the flavor side of things, really good. There's 2 in a package, so this has 2 of them if you didn't see. And yeah, a lot of flavor.
I am glad that you like them. I will say, just from a visual standpoint, I feel like these look so much better than some of the other frozen products where, I mean, it doesn't have to look pretty as long as it tastes good. But visually, I will say it's very pretty. Like Tim said, very colorful. These enchiladas are fat. They're like decent. So make sure you're hungry if you're going to cook these because they're definitely like a hearty meal. And I can just tell, like, they're fat and they have like a ton of stuffing in there. So you're getting, you know, a lot of stuff a lot of good food for your money.
Yes, definitely.
We're on to the last taste test product that we're trying, which is the new French vinaigrette with shallots. And just like I said in the haul, I'll say it again here in case you didn't see the haul. This comes at such a good time because I've been making my own shallot vinaigrette dressing recently, and I feel like the recipe is perfect. So I'm excited to compare it to this. There is one big downside to this one, and that is that the first ingredient is canola oil, which is super disappointing because, you know, I think a lot of people now are wising up to the seed oils and understanding like what oils are not good. And people have been trying to get through to Trader Joe's and tell them, but they keep wanting to, you know, cut corners and make more money. So you know, it's a business, I guess. And if enough people don't pay attention, they'll just keep selling it. But I do want to try it and let you guys know if it's worth it, because not everyone has the time or the means to make their own dressing. So we're gonna try this. I basically, before I get into pouring it, I just made like a normal salad that I would typically make, which is just romaine lettuce, red onion, cucumbers, and a little tomato. And then I'm just gonna pour some dressing over it. Ooh, okay. I love salads, so this is making me excited. All right, do you care if I take the first bite?
No, please take the first bite.
I know, you don't care.
You can take the second one too.
You know I'm gonna probably eat this salad. Well, I will eat it as long as the dressing is edible. So I feel like this dressing has a good amount of tang in it. It's very tangy. It's very light, which I enjoy. I definitely taste the mustard in it, which I think gives it that tang. I mean, I feel like this is a nice light vinaigrette. It's good for the summer. I think it's a no-brainer to say that my fresh homemade dressing tastes fresher than, you know, a shelf-stable dressing. So comparing the flavors, I will say my dressing that I've made hasn't been as tangy as this, which I'm like curious, how do they get it so tangy? Lots of mustard seeds, distilled vinegar. So yeah, there's a bunch of things in here. There is natural flavors too. But I will say, if you do want a nice light dressing and you're not ready to make your own, or you just don't have the time, this is a good dressing. I like it. What do you think?
I don't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I mean,
too mustardy?
Honestly, there was I guess maybe a little bit of mustard flavor, but for me it was the vinegar flavor. Mm-hmm. It was pretty vinegar forward.
Yeah.
I wasn't super into it. Tangy is a good word. Vinegary also. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's just something that doesn't fit with my flavor profile. Something that I would generally go for.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's really all there is to it.
I just had a couple more bites. Having a first bite is sometimes hard to do. And I agree. There's a lot of vinegar flavor, and it's the Dijon mustard that kind of has that sharp flavor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm tasting in that. Now, the vinaigrette that I make with shallots, I use mustard too, and Tim likes it because that mustard flavor just kind of takes on that tang and doesn't have necessarily a very forward mustard taste. So if you're somebody that doesn't like mustard but you want to do your own shallot dressing, just know that it's only 1/4 of a teaspoon. It's so small that it's just really to flavor. And I will say this is very dominant of vinegar and that Dijon mustard flavor. So, yeah, it's hard to compare after having your own homemade. It really is. We're spoiled.
I agree.
But that's it. That is it for this week. But you guys are asking why we didn't have the question of the week. So we're bringing it back this week. Before I do that, I just want to wish all of you mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, whether you're a mother to a fur baby, or you're an auntie who has taken on that mother role, or you're a grandmother who, you know what I'm saying, all the mothers out there, you're all included. Happy Mother's Day. Take the day, enjoy it. You all deserve it. We've all worked so hard, and
you too, honey.
Thanks. Well, that's true. We're all in it together. Now that brings me to my question of the week. What's it gonna be? What is your favorite Mother's Day memory? And that can be a Mother's Day you spent with your own mom, or a Mother's Day you spent with a friend's mom, or one of your own, or your grandmother's. Doesn't matter. I don't really care. Just any memory you have of Mother's Day. Tim said he's not ready, so
I think I might actually be ready.
Okay, do you want to go? Or do you want me to go?
I'll go first. So mine is with my own mother, and it was with you too, and ironically enough, it was announcing that you were going to be celebrating Mother's Day in the future as well.
Oh yeah, when we announced our pregnancy.
We got my mom a pair of little booties for Mother's Day, and she looked at them and just started bawling.
No, she
when
didn't get it at first. Yeah.
Yeah, I had my camera and I was holding my camera. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, nothing. Just go to open your present." And she once she figured it out, she's like, "Oh my God, No way.
She was crying.
Yeah, and then she was crying.
Oh, it was really sweet.
And it was
that
great.
is a great memory. I love that memory.
It was a really good one.
Okay, so for mine, I have two. One of them is when we used to go over to my grandmother's house, my dad's mom, but my mom would bring her mom too.
Yeah.
And we would sit, my grandmother lived in Newport Beach, and so she had a deck on her roof, and we would all sit on her deck and my mom would do a whole Mother's Day brunch, cook everything, bring it all from home, and that's what I'm doing today, actually. When you guys watch this, that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing all my brunch stuff to my mom's house. So the tradition continues, but I just really cherish those memories because when I think back, it was like my family was all together, and all my grandparents are no longer with us. So I loved my grandmas so much. They were both very, very monumental in my life, and you know, I just really do cherish those memories so much. So that's one of them. And the second one was a Mother's Day that Tim planned for me. And it was the most beautiful gift. He built me a wooden swing, like one of the bench swings. He built it with wood, and he had Benson put his handprints all on it. It's still in our backyard to this day. And it was like one of the sweetest, most thoughtful gifts, and meant so much to me because he wanted me to have a place to sit in our backyard and like look at our garden and stuff. So it was just like a really, really sweet gesture. It wasn't even about the gift, but the fact that he hand built it. He had our son involved, and he was really little, so he got to put his hands in paint, and they're all different color handprints. It's the sweetest thing. So I just felt very special and appreciated, and I just really loved that Mother's Day so much. So
you are special and appreciated.
I know,
so
thank you. Well, I don't know I'm special, but I know I'm appreciated. So thank you.
You're welcome.
But that's it. I can't wait to read what you guys have in store for your favorite Mother's Day memory. And we'll have to revisit this question again for Father's Day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and definitely leave a comment down below. We want to hear from you guys. So that's it. Happy Mother's Day. See you in the next video. Bye.